Hi, and welcome to Zenith's rating review of the Artisan Global Discovery Fund, a fund which provides investors with a benchmark unaware exposure to global small and mid-cap equities. Zenith first reviewed the Artisan Global Discovery Fund as part of our 2020 Global Equity Sector Review, and we initiated coverage of the fund with a recommended rating. At the same time, we also assigned the fund with a responsible investment classification of integrated. The fund is managed by the growth team of Artisan Partners, and Artisan is based in Milwaukee in the US and has been in business since 1994. As at the end of March 2021, Artisan managed approximately $162 billion firm-wide across its 10 independent teams. In Australia, the Artisan Global Discovery Australian Unit Trust is distributed by Copia Investment Partners. As mentioned earlier, this is a global small to mid-cap equities fund, and at the time of purchase, companies in the fund will typically have a market cap of between US $1 billion and $30 billion. However, there's no market cap limit on holding companies that grow beyond that market cap range. The fund is relatively concentrated and typically holds between 40 to 60 stocks, and portfolio turnover is expected to be in the range of 40% per annum. So, on to Zenith's view of the fund and why we've assigned a recommended rating. One of the things that really stands out about this fund is the longevity and experience of the key investment professionals responsible for the strategy. Artisan's growth team consists of 17 investment professionals, led by 4 portfolio managers who have tenure at Artisan ranging from 17 to 25 years. We believe the long-term working relationship shared by the senior team members demonstrates a strong team culture and ensures investment process consistency. We also believe the team is well-resourced and suitably experienced to manage the fund. Jason White is the lead portfolio manager for this fund, and Jason has over 20 years of investment experience, all gained from his tenure at Artisan. Artisan's growth team uses a fundamental research approach, and all investment team members have stock coverage responsibilities broadly organised along sector lines. We view this favourably as we believe it allows for greater specialisation of expertise. The team's fundamental analysis involves interactions with company management, competitors and suppliers. Multiple valuation techniques are used by the team, and we believe the security selection process is robust. When it comes to portfolio construction and deciding which stocks to hold in the fund, the growth team aims to hold meaningful positions in companies with strong investment conviction from a potential upside and risk perspective. Portfolio decisions are a collaborative effort between the 4 portfolio managers, with Jason White retaining ultimate responsibility for the global discovery strategy. On the risk management side of things, we believe the detailed level of research undertaken before a stock is recommended for purchase serves to manage stock-specific risk. The collective peer review process also ensures that a wide range of issues are addressed and debated. In other words, we believe the process ensures that only quality stocks in which the investment team has a high level of conviction are considered for investment. Overall, Zenith believes the growth team's security selection, portfolio construction and risk management approach ensures the team's best ideas are well represented in the fund. The fund's investment objective is to outperform the MSCI All Country World's Mid-Cap Index in Australian dollars by 2% per annum after fees over rolling 5-year periods. And before I get to the performance, I think it's worth noting that the fund uses a master feeder fund structure, whereby the Australian Unit Trust invests in the Artisan Global Discovery UCITS fund. Specifically, the fund feeds into the Australian dollar unhedged share class of the Ireland-domiciled Artisan Global Discovery Fund. While the master feeder structure is widely used as a means of accessing offshore fund capabilities in the Australian market, it does introduce an additional layer of risk. The Australian domiciled vehicle will invest the majority of its assets in the master fund and therefore will be affected by the performance of the master fund and ultimately its ability to access this investment. We'd recommend that investors seeking further details on the tax implications of a master feeder fund structure should see their tax specialist. When it comes to performance, the Artisan Global Discovery Fund, or the Aussie version of the strategy, has a relatively recent inception date, June 2020, so it's too early to draw any meaningful conclusions regarding performance of the Aussie fund. That said, the Artisan Growth Team has employed its process consistently over a range of investment strategies, producing attractive excess returns. The UCITS fund commenced in August 2017 and has generated strong returns since then, with the UCITS fund having outperformed its benchmark since inception to March 2021. When it comes to fees, the fund charges a management cost of 1.2% per annum and a performance fee of 15.38% of the fund's after-fee outperformance of the MSCI All Country World's Mid-Cap Index in Australian dollars. Overall, we believe the fund's fee structure is fair relative to peers, given its stated objectives. And how would you use the fund in a portfolio? As a reminder, the fund is benchmark unaware, relatively concentrated, and at the time of purchase invests in small to mid-cap companies. I think it's worth pointing out that the global small cap segment of the market, as represented by the MSCI All Country World's Mid-Cap Index, is far more diverse in terms of sector exposures than the Aussie market. Many sectors not well represented in the Aussie market are actually quite well represented in the global small cap index. So when it comes to portfolio structuring or using a fund like this in a portfolio, for investors looking to achieve a well-blended exposure to global equities, we'd suggest using global small and mid-cap exposure in combination with large-cap global equity funds. And given the Artisan Fund is biased towards growth companies, we'd suggest blending with large-cap style neutral or value-biased equity funds. We'd also encourage investors to adopt a longer-term investment time horizon in the range of 7+ years. Thanks again for joining me today for the review of the Artisan Global Discovery Fund, which currently has a recommended rating from Zenith. If you'd like any further information on the fund, please refer to the Copia and Zenith websites. Bye for now.